Hello everyone, welcome to Languageverse Marathi 101 Part 1. So we'll look at a couple of basic words here, so let's dive in. Our first word is
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Namaskar is a friendly greeting in Marathi, used just like hello in English. So instead of saying hello, you could say Namaskar to your friend. Write the first word of the sentence in Marathi. Blank, how are you doing? So we know that Namaskar means hello, and if we use the word hello in this sentence, it would make sense. And since you have to write the first word of the sentence in Marathi, Namaskar would make sense here. Next, we have
Suprabhat.
Suprabhat. Suprabhat is a warm and polite way to say good morning in Marathi. In which situation can you correctly use the term Suprabhat? If you look at the first image and the third image, they're all like in the nighttime. And Suprabhat is, it means good morning. So we can't really correctly use the terms right here. However, in the second image, we can assume that it's in the morning since it's bright. So this would make most sense. Our next word is
Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad. Dhanyavad is how people say thank you in Marathi. It's a polite and warm way to show your appreciation. Challenge question. Fill in the blanks. Since I was getting late to go to school in the morning, I hastily greeted my parents by saying blank. Today was Teacher Appreciation Week, so I gave a card to my teacher that said blank. In the afternoon as school ended, I was going to board the school bus. And then I saw my friend who was walking home, so I decided to wave to him and say blank. So pause the video and try to figure this out on your own, and unpause, and then I'll help you go through it. Okay, so let's look over the sentence again. Since I was getting late to school in the morning, I hastily greeted my parents by saying blank. Morning is the key word here. We need to find which word is related to morning the most in the word bank. So we know that Dhanyavad means thank you, so that doesn't really make sense. Namaskar means hello, so that also doesn't really have a good fit. However, Suprabhat means good morning, so it has a correlation with the word morning. So next, today was Teacher Appreciation Week, so I gave a card to my teacher that said blank. So Namaskar would not make sense because a card that says hello on Teacher Appreciation Week isn't the best way to put it. So Dhanyavad would make more sense since it's a way to show appreciation. In the afternoon as school ended, I was going to board the school bus. I saw my friend walking home, so I decided to wave to him and say Namaskar. Yeah, that makes sense since Namaskar means hello. And our next word is actually pretty simple.
Me.
Me. Me means I or me in Marathi. It's a common polite way to talk about yourself. Now let's review. What does Suprabhat mean? So let's just go over all the words we learned so far. So what word does I or myself mean in Marathi? Like what word means I or myself? If you said me, you're correct. What does hello mean in Marathi? Hello means Namaskar. What does thank you mean in Marathi? Thank you means Dhanyavad. And what does good morning mean in Marathi? Good morning means Suprabhat. And this is actually the answer to the question. Fill in the blanks with the Marathi word. Blank went to the new chocolate store. So Namaskar would not make sense here since that means hello. And Dhanyavad would not make sense also because if you translate it to English, it'd be thank you went to the new chocolate store. However, me means I. So then it would make sense since I went to the new chocolate store is a correct sentence. What does Suprabhat Dhanyavad mean? So Suprabhat means good morning and Dhanyavad means thank you. So the first answer is correct. However, it's a common misconception to choose the second answer, but we have to look at the order of the sentence. Suprabhat means good morning, and it's written in the first part of the sentence. So it would make sense to choose the first option, and because thank you is the second word in the sentence. Blank means to say hello to someone in Marathi. So, Namaskar is actually the answer to this thing. Kind of like Namaste in Hindi, if some of you guys know. Now we have a challenge. Put the Marathi words in the same order as the English words. So the first word we have here at the top should mean thank you in English. So we have to do that for all of these words. Go down the list. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes and then we'll go over it together and figure it out. Okay, so we need to find what word means thank you in Marathi. So thank you is Dhanyavad in Marathi. So it's a way to show your appreciation. And then second, we need to find a word that means me in Marathi. So the word me, M-I though, means me in Marathi. That's a pretty easy way to figure it out. And then everything else just follows pretty well after. Suprabhat means good morning, and Namaskar means hello. So if you got that order, you did great. Congratulations, you completed Marathi 101 Part 1. For best results, repeat each lesson twice. It helps you learn faster and remember more. Thanks for watching Languageverse, and I'll see you next time.